And welcome to the University of Dayton Arena. It is the 100th OHSAA Boys Basketball Tournament. Adam Mendoza with you on the Eagles Sports Network, along with Coach Tom Lombardo and Tim Smith. We're getting ready for the jump ball. Thank goodness for the technicians that got us on the air, similar to what happened at the football state championships. Hopefully that is a good omen. Your thoughts as we get ready for this game?
Well, just to start, what a great spot to be right now. The Final Four on a basketball-filled weekend. The NCAA tournament, the high school basketball tournament, awesome feeling in the air. I think we got to get off to a good start, limit our turnovers, and do a job on the glass against their size. Let's look for that.
Coach is exactly right. As a UD alum, too, it's great to be back here on the University of Dayton campus. So, and thanks for having me. It kind of calms my nerves in a weird way to be sitting next to you and here on press row for the game.
Well, the Eagles will be in their road green uniforms with the green numbers and letters. Pickerington Central in their home whites with the purple numbers and letters and purple and trim. The Eagles will be going right to left. As you're watching this game, it's audio only, but we're going to have the live stats up for you on the screen so you'll be able to track the game like we track the game. So it'll be Jair Knight along with Devin Royal getting ready for the jump ball. This state semifinal is underway, and the Pickerington Central Tigers have it to start it as they go left to right.
With St. man-to-man.
Juwan Taylor with the bounce pass over to Stiles, up top, inside the lane, underneath to the big man. A block shot, it's missed, tapped up loose, picked up by nobody. It'll be St. Ed's basketball. Here's one thing, gentlemen. We got to dodge a lot of bodies on this floor.
We were blocked right there by the officials, but it's a great spot to be at, right across from the St. Ed's bench. Let's see how we start here with an opener.
The Eagles with the ball, first possession of the game. They average 51% from the floor. Bova with the basketball at the UD logo. Off to the left wing, over to Knight, working it up top to Miles Reynolds, right forecourt. He'll dribble it to the left side, handing it off to Bova. On him is Juwan Taylor. Pass is batted up in the air by Pick Central, and it'll be St. Ed's basketball.
Pick Central's long. They're a mostly half-court man defense. You would think playing a little faster style looking at their athletes, but they kind of play a controlled type game and limit try to limit the good shots a team could take in half court.
Reynolds with a basketball in the forecourt. Up top over to Cam Grant, left side. They work it on the wing to Knight. Knight trying to put that on the floor. Cross-court pass. Knight getting it to Newton, or to Cam Grant, and now the ball's tapped away. Here comes Pick Central left to right. Stiles with the basketball. Down the floor. Easy bucket there for Devin Royal. His first two of the game. He averages 19.
That's why we need to take care of the ball. We get a turnover and they get a layup on the other end. biggest key for the game tonight for us is taking care of the basketball.
Reynolds on the right side of the wing, getting it over. How much of a difference is it going to make with that college three-point line out there, fellas?
I think we're used to it. I think we've had a couple like that. Heck, they start shooting from there anyways a lot of times.
Another ball turned over on the floor, and it'll be St. Ed's on the possession arrow.
One thing that strikes me just in the first couple possessions is the true length of Pick Central in the half court. Watching some film this week, I thought that's something that, was going to be a challenge.
Yeah, even their small guys are big, and you can't take soft dribbles. You can't sort of play with the ball. It's got to be direct with a purpose and hopefully to the basket once the nerves calm for us a little bit here.
Team manager O'Malley, Mr. O'Malley as I call him, going out there and doing a yeoman's job of mopping up the floor. Now the ball is inbounded from the baseline to Zaire for Brown. Brown on a little 12-footer. He hits it. Zion with his first two, averages 9. Game is tied at 2. Now out on the corner. Long three ball is missed. Tapped up, loose, rebound. Cam Grant coming up with a strip. He'll have it. He'll play it off, and it's off the back of the board, and it'll be St. Ed's basketball as the Eagles fighting for those rebounds.
It's going to be a dogfight all night long inside with the athleticism and the jumps of Pick Central, no question about it.
One thing I didn't like is we had a couple guys bailing, and we need 5 guys to the glass every possession. It's been a big point of emphasis this week.
Bova with a basketball over the timeline right side, looking for that high screen. Now trying to drive through, going in and out, back out to Brown. His three is up, off the iron, no good. Rebound by Headings. Here come the Tigers, left to right. Down the floor is Taylor. Double team, trying to get it in. Goes across the court over to Stiles. Stiles in the lane, kicking it out. Almost threw it out of bounds, and it'll be a turnover. St. Ed's basketball.
On the good side, we got a great trap right there. We're playing good ball pressure. Again, that's got to be a key for us to try to speed them up. It's something they're not used to. They've seen a lot of zone this year.
2-2 game. St. Ed's with a basketball, 5:32 first quarter. Bova on the double team, getting it to Grant. On the wing in front of the Pick Central bench. Has to get it away, and he does. Over to Brown. Brown working it along the top, down to the left. Reynolds with it, trying to get by on the height mismatch against Headings. Now over to Jair Knight. There's the double team. A reach again by Headings.
Pick
getting
Central
it over to
switching
Bova.
all screens here. There's a double.
Now Grant.
We knew they would trap the ball.
Turnaround jumper is good by Cam Grant. 4-2 St. Ed's. Heavy pressure, foul on Zaire Brown as he knocks down Devin Royal, or make that number 2, Josh Harlan. 4:55, substitution, Dayon Solomon coming in for Miles Reynolds. We've seen that substitution time in and time out throughout this season.
Dayon's probably our best on-ball defender, and he's been playing better and better as the season's gone on, so he's earned these minutes that he's been getting.
Harlan with a basketball, plays it off over to Royal up top, cross-court pass on the left side to Headings.
They're going to try and get a pin down here for 21.
Now here comes Stiles going in, blocked. There comes Cam Grant with a basketball. He'll lay it off to Zaire for Brown. Bova over the timeline, left forecourt. Trying to work it in, getting a high pick, looking for the pick and roll, playing it off to Jair Knight on the right wing, up top to Bova. Bova trying to go against Taylor. Left side of the lane, he'll stop, he'll throw it up, he'll hit. Michael Bova with his first 2, averages 18.
He's a contortionist.
Eagles
no
up
question about
6-2,
it.
yes, absolutely. 4:14 to go. Solomon on Taylor, getting it underneath to Harlan. Harlan getting it back on the near side to Royal in the paint. 12-footer, short, no good. Rebound Zion for Brown. Eagles going right to left, quick outlet over to Knight on the left wing, in the lane, putting it up, no good. Tapped up, picked up by Stiles of Pickerington Central. Stiles up the floor, through traffic, dumping it in the corner to Harlan. He'll stop from 14. His shot no good. Rebounded by Zaire for Brown. Eagles looking to run. Knight, left wing, bouncing inside the lane, kicking it off to Cam Grant. His 3 is good. Cam Grant with 5. The Eagles 3 of 5 from the floor. Pick Central 1 of 7 and a timeout on the floor.
So what I've really liked from our last 3 possessions is we've driven the ball at the basket. We're not staying perimeter oriented, and then the shots, Michael got a great shot in the paint that he made. Jair just missed his, but it was a good shot. And then on the last one there, we collapsed the defense and get a kick out for the 3. those are the types of shots we want. And it's been it's been one of the things we've emphasized all week against these guys.
Yeah, I like the confidence on offense, and we're off to the good start. That's what we wanted to handle. I think we've only had the one turnover, and we've done a good job on the glass so far, which and the pace is in our favor, I think, right now.
And a good sign, and they could always adjust. Pick Central is not rotating well against our traps right now. They're kind of staying wide along the sideline, so we can be aggressive on the ball and continue to trap when we find the right opportunities.
The Eagles are 4 of 6 from the floor. They have 5 rebounds to Pick Central's 3. Turnovers, 1 apiece. Eagles putting full court pressure as they get the ball to Royal. Cam Grant on him. Royal bringing it up. Here comes the half-court trap. Now they work it down on the sideline. Over to Johnson, up top. Harlan, long 3 is good. Josh Harlan with the 3. His first 3, he averages 7 a game. 9-5, St. Ed's with the lead, 3:11 to go, first quarter. Knight with the basketball up top, trying to work it along. Passing it over, bounce pass, turnover by the Eagles, their second. Harlan over the timeline in the forecourt. Now looking for the trap. They get it in the middle, getting it over to Royal. He'll back it out over to Stiles. Stiles in the lane, driving, stopping, missing the slam dunk. Eagles could not get the rebound. Cam Grant got the foul as Stiles puts it in.
Boy, I'll tell you, bringing the football coach out of me, as I look at Sonny Stiles, I'm sure as heck glad he's graduating.
And he is the he'll be going to Ohio State to play football there.
Yeah, his brother's out at Notre Dame, and they've been quite a family for Pick Central.
9-7 our score. Danny Lavelle checks in. Cam Grant checks out. Cam Grant with 5 points in the game and 1 foul. At the free throw line is Stiles, a 57% free throw shooter, and that is why he is not that good of a free throw shooter. Missing that one. 9-7, St. Ed's with the lead. 2:42 to go in the opening quarter. Here. Solomon left side to Danny Lavelle on the wing. Lavelle has to get away, or it's a 5-second call. Gets out the ball to Bova. Bova got picked from behind. Here come the Tigers. Biles in the lane, floating it up, tie game.
It's their first sub in the game.
Yeah.
Biles ties the game at 9 with 2:15 to go. Bova in the lane, putting it up off the window and in.
Great left hand finish.
11-9, Bova with his first 2, or now he has 4 points in the game. Eagles looking for it. Harlan, left side, working into the corner, getting the ball over to Johnson. His shot is going to be good. And 1. Markel Johnson ties the game at 11. And the foul.
That's one of those where it's disappointing to see it here after we didn't get that call on the other end down there with Mike.
Wendell Henry getting called with the foul.
Yeah, it was almost the same. You know, you say it's a little harder in basketball, but you don't want the refs to impact the game, let the kids play in consistency. And there was maybe an example of some inconsistency there.
Right.
Johnson with 2 points at the line. Hits that one. 3 for him as Pick Central takes the lead at 12-11. Bova getting double teamed in the forecourt. Off to Dayon Solomon. Right side Reynolds. Reynolds at the 3-point arc, playing it back to Bova in between the circles. Bova lofting it over to Solomon, left wing, back out to Lavelle. In the lane, back up top. Bova driving the lane, kicking it left side. Solomon, baseline 3, no good. Tapped up and picked up by Pick Central. In the backcourt, they try to get it off. Harlan will have it, playing it off to the left-hand side to Biles. Biles trying to bring it in, and now he'll back it out with 1:15 to go. On the drive, Headings kicking it way back out. Royal top side 3, good.
I didn't love our shot down at the other end.
No, it wasn't.
We got to get a little better one here. It's half court man.
15-11. Pick Central with the lead. Up top over to Lavelle. Lavelle trying to drive in the lane.
Attacking the gap.
Trying to get it to Bova. Bova right side off to Reynolds. Baseline move. Trying to back in. And they say he stepped on the end line.
That's 3 turnovers in our last 5 possessions and a bad shot. So that's, 4 out of our last 5 possessions. We just haven't executed very
You know,
well.
Timmy and Adam, a little stagnant, a little too much with the ball going nowhere.
We are standing and watching quite a bit right now. Yeah,
And I think we just got to get back to moving here like we were at the beginning of the game.
no question.
Pick Central is on a 6-0 run. Over the last 2:36, they're on a 13-2 run against the Eagles as they have a 15-11 lead. Long lead pass as Perusic into the ball game. Up ahead to Biles going in, and the basket's going to be good. Biles with 5, 17-11 lead. Pick Central opening up the gap now by 6 with 34 seconds to go. Opening quarter. Lavelle driving off 2. Knight, long 3, off the iron, no good. Henry trying to fight for it. Here comes Pick Central left to right, looking for the leak of Biles. Here's the basketball with Headings inside the paint, off the side. Perusic knocks it out of bounds. Down to 15.7 seconds to go. Pick Central up 17-11. State semifinal game. Adam Mendoza, Tom Lombardo, Tim Smith here with you courtside here at the University of Dayton.
Get a stop here. 11 seconds. Let's go.
Tigers inbounding the ball to Devin Royal in the top forecourt left side.
Clear out here. Little high ball screen.
Royal with a basketball, trying to work it inside, gets blocked off by Wendell Henry. A steal and knocked out of bounds there by Jair Knight.
Really good on-ball defense from Wendell there.
Ball will be inbounded with
Don't give him a lob
seconds.
here.
0.5 seconds to go. Looking to get it in. And they're going to just say that's going to be the end of the first quarter.
Good end of the quarter. It's going to be Pick Central's ball. We got to make another stop. I'll tell you, the end of the quarters and beginning of the quarters are little mini runs that sometimes go unnoticed because of the break. Key stop here to making this start of the second quarter, in my opinion.
So that was a slow quarter. 13 possessions is more a style and pace that Pick Central is used to. We've been down at the end of the first quarter, going back to the Menor game, so it's a familiar position for us. I think there's opportunities there for us. Like Coach alluded to it, the standing around, we were standing around too much defensively as well. So hopefully the jitters are gone. The first win, you kind of get through that, and I want to see our guys play with a little bit more emphasis and a little bit more energy coming out here.
We'll take this quick timeout on the Eagles Sports Network. Today's broadcast is brought to you by the Alumni Association, as they have been all season long. St. Ed's Alumni Association, proud sponsors of the Eagles Sports Network. Well, as you look at the numbers, 56% for St. Ed's, shooting from the floor 5 of 9. Now, Pick Central 7 of 14, 50%. But Pick Central 67% from three-point range, 2 of 3. The Eagles 1 of 4 from beyond the arc.
Yeah, I think along with Tim was saying, I'd like to see a little bit more cutting and moving to the basket, a little less dribbling, and use the dribbles for a purpose. You know, to get into a gap, to finish strong, to draw help and kick, and then be confident when you square up for that shot.
I think the big stat that I'm looking at right now is points off the turnovers. Pickerington Central 8-2 points off turnovers.
Yeah, that was a key early, and we did a nice job the first half of the quarter, and then the second half they picked it up. They're just so long, you know, that I think if we stand around and dribble too much, that they're just going to be in the passing lanes and start overextending.
So as we get set for quarter number 2, as Coach Lombardo said, Pick Central will have the ball to start the second quarter. Possession arrow in favor of the Tigers.
We're back with our first 5. We actually played well in that first quarter.
So the Eagles back on defense in their road green. Pick Central will be going left to right on your device. It'll be
like a little zone here.
We're in a zone, yeah, we're in our 23 zone that we like to play in the quarter court.
Hedge path with the balls. They work it up top. As the coaches said, Eagles in the zone, trying to work it inside over to Biles. In the lane, underneath on the low block. He'll put it up and in.
Key is when you're in the zone, always, you know, the rebounding, but you can certainly extend on the shooters. Soft spots are in the middle, and then when they collapse back into to the corners.
Biles with 4 in the game. Eagles with the basketball, another turnover by St. Ed's, and a timeout will be called as Pick Central diving for the basketball and getting a coach timeout from Coach Eric Kruger.
Good hustle there.
19-11. St. Ed's down by 8. Turnovers in the game, 5 for St. Ed's. Pick Central with just 1.
I'll tell you, one other thing I think we need to look at as it continues. One thing I thought, if Michael Bova is not able to, if they collapse on him or put some size on him, he's not able to finish, who's the next guy that's going to step up and get big points for us consistently? I think that's a key right now.
Yeah, that's a good point. It's been different guys all throughout the year. Jair had a great game in the regional final. Dayon and Z have had good games. You know, Cam's made big shots. So our guys are capable. We're not playing with a lot of energy, or the coach speak is play hard, and that's not exactly what I mean. But coach, you know what I'm talking about. Like, we're not rotating really hard. We're not cutting really hard. Our guys are a little wide-eyed right now, and we need to kind of break out of it a little bit.
Johnson brings up the ball for Pick Central. He'll go against Bova as the Eagles go back to man-to-man. Now the ball's handed off to Biles. Biles underneath, going left side to Headings. Headings on the left baseline, makes a move, going in hard off the window and in.
It's just too easy. There's the weak side rotation has
our
to
help
come.
Is nowhere, yeah. I mean, that's where that Zion needs to rotate there, and he just didn't get there in time.
Now the lead is back up to 10, another turnover.
Making bad passes.
21-11. Pick Central with the lead, looking at Coach Flannery, just trying to figure out how to get these guys back into this game. 6:55 remaining, opening half.
And Pick Central's doing fine, but they're actually playing a lot like how we hoped they would play.
Hedgepath over on the left side, wing shot, no good. Rebound, stripped away. Last touched by Alex Stiles as Cam Grant was going after the basketball. Leading scorer for Pick Central
Royal back into the game here
is Johnson with 5 right now. Danny Lavelle back in. Solomon in for the Eagles.
I think we got a little set coming here. We need to get something that's not off the dribble.
Pick Central's on a 19-2 run right now, guys.
Solomon, long 3, can't get it to go. Big rebound by Headings, who averages just under 5. Up ahead to Royal, laying it up, and Solomon's going to get the foul. Devin Royal now with 7 in the game. The foul on Solomon, his first. As we look at it, 6:22 to go. Just not a smart foul underneath on those layups to give him a 3-point play.
The length of Pick Central is really showing right now, not only in the half court on defense, but underneath, tip balls, finishes around the basket.
Another missed free throw there as Pick Central, 1 of 3, 33% from the charity stripe. Long 3 doesn't go. Rebound picked up by Johnson. Tigers moving it. Oh, could have been a double dribble. No offensive foul there. They get it out into the wing to Headings. Headings shot no good. Rebounded by Grant. Eagles going right to left. Bova with a basketball. Working it on the sideline. Behind the back dribble. Up top. Top of the circle. Getting it underneath. Nice dish. No look pass to Danny Lavelle.
That was pretty.
Eagles
finally
breaking
started
a long
attacking
streak.
to the inside.
Yeah, we got into the gap.
Yep. Oh!
Charging foul as the ball was given to Headings. He worked on the baseline. Good defensive move by the Eagles.
Boy, Coach Flan was really working those officials there and got that one, I think. I don't think that one was going to go against us.
Dayon took a shot there. Apologies for the if I screamed. It looked like he got hit in the head for a second.
So the Eagles will get the basketball after the foul.
You know, one thing, Adam and Tim, I've been now, this is the 3rd or 4th game I've been at. The refs consistently have been letting the kids play a little more physical brand of ball in these, in all the divisions I've noticed.
No, from our perspective, it's what we prefer.
Cam Grant missing on the outside. Pick Central, easy long rebound by Johnson. Johnson looking to go in, a turnover by the Tigers.
Tried the alley-oop there, they wanted the dunk.
3rd turnover in the ball game for Pick Central.
And we ran a play to get Cam that 3 there, but we need to we're not getting to we need to go to the basket. Everything for us needs to start with movement to the basket and then scoring from there.
Bova in between the circles, working it with the left-hand dribble, backing it off on the left forecourt. Bova looking over the defense. Pick Central in a man-to-man.
You just too much dribbling away from the basket. Not square up. See, there you go.
Inside, low block over to Brown. Back out to Cam Grant. His shot short. And it'll be Pick Central as Cam Grant struggling from long range. Grant now 1 of 3 from three-point range.
At least that was a kick-out pass.
Yeah, no, I'd like that offense there.
Much better action.
5:01 to go. 13 points for the Eagles, 23 for Pick Central. Tigers bringing it up left to right, down the floor. Royal in the forecourt against Grant, trying to stop at the line. He'll stop, pop from 16. Back of the rim, no good. Solomon with the rebound, trying to push it for the Eagles right to left. Solomon, right wing, cross-court pass to Bova. Bova in between the circles. Right side, Grant. Grant in the paint, trying to go in, kicking it left corner. Back to Solomon, back up top. Eagles trying to reset the offense with 4:35. There's a steal on the grab by Markel Johnson, and the ball goes out of bounds. St. Ed's basketball.
Let's take advantage here. I don't think Pick Central took a great shot there. We got the rebound. Let's see if we can get something here from the side out.
23-13, St. Ed's down by 10. Miles Reynolds coming back into the game for the Eagles. Lavelle will inbound it on the sideline. Now Lavelle looking, getting it out to Miles Reynolds in the forecourt on the right side, 4:30 to go. Back over to Bova on the right wing. Bova looking, back up
Swing
top.
it. There you go.
Now they work it to Brown. Long range jumper, no good. Rebounded, picked up by Stiles, a PC.
We almost have no chance at a second shot opportunity, it looks like to me.
No, and part of it's because we're so spread, Coach, and we're taking a lot of bad shots, so we're
Harlan
just in bad position.
Inside the paint, he'll get it. 5 for him. 25-13, the lead is at 12. Bova with a basketball on the forecourt, cross-court pass up to Brown. Brown on the left wing.
Little flex action. Now stay with it. Let's see what we can get.
Cam Grant with it up top, trying to get by Stiles. Being handled, getting it to Bova. Bova, college three, too hard. Brown trying to fight for the rebound. Last touch by Pick Central. Lavelle's basket ended a 21-2 run. Eagles are in a scoring drought of 2:08. Back out, over to Cam Grant.
There he is, good.
Grant,
Nice.
Bova underneath, rejected from behind by Devin Royal on the low block.
Good execution on our baseline out of bounds, though. I think we'll have something off that same action. That was a little screen for the inbounder. There
Now
you go.
it'll be
Zion will
Bova.
come back. Nope.
Oh, there's a steal by Stiles. Stiles with it in the forecourt, down to 3:28. Pick Central up by 12, 25-13. Trying to get it inside the middle. Working over to Johnson. Back out to Harlan. Harlan in the forecourt. In between the circles, passes it over to the near side to Royal. Back out top to the left side, looking to Royal, going in, trying to bang his body. Hard elbow, nothing called. Royal with a basket, he's got 9.
They stole one right of our book there, that little diagonal cross screen and right down cutting to the basket.
27-13, Pick Central with the lead. Grant, long three, way off the mark. Grant now 1 of 4 from long range. Eagles got to try to work that basketball inside the paint somehow. Here comes Stiles getting a high pick at the elbow, right side to Taylor. Back out to Stiles in between the circle with 2:39 to go. Cam Grant will wait on him. Now he'll pick him up in the forecourt. Couple substitutions getting ready. Stiles in the lane, low block, putting it up. Basket's gonna count and 1. Alex Stiles with the basket. Stiles with 4. Lead is now 16.
Strength and length right now is what I'm seeing right now. That's a big difference here.
You know, today the NCAA tournament is going on. No lead is safe. If you were watching the North Carolina Baylor game, Baylor was down by 26 points and they took them back to overtime. So don't count this Eagle team out. 2:28 to go. Stiles way short.
We've been in these situations before against great competition.
Bova stopping on the wing, trying to back his way in. Stops, pops, missing. Long rebound again by Stiles. That's the 13th rebound by Pick Central. Harlan with a basketball, working it out to Stiles, the 6'5 senior in the forecourt. Stiles trying to work it against Henry. Stiles still trying to work it, looking to go into the right side, over to Taylor
Running
on
a
the
little
wing.
four-corner action here.
Back to Taylor.
Who's going to spread?
Taylor in the lane. And a foul on St. Ed's before the shot.
One thing I think coming in, Pick Central's style of teams they had to play and beat in the district final and the regionals were at a high level where they were in these games with these type of paces. Where this pace now with a big lead really could be a detriment to us.
Yeah, for sure. No, it's going to be on us to do things to get them to speed up a little bit.
Royal trying to get it inside. Easy pass in the middle over to Rasheem Biles. Biles with 6 in the game. They're up 31-13. Reynolds trying to get a high pick from Knight. Back to Knight on the right forecourt. Knight putting it with the left hand, dribbled up to Brown in between the circle left side. Now they work it to Henry. Henry getting double teamed. And a block on Pick Central. The block will go on Jawan Taylor.
That's one of those, if the fouls aren't 6-1,
yeah,
it's probably going the other way.
It's 6-2.
Well, now it is, yeah. It was 6-1 before that one. And I'm sure these guys have heard about that a little bit in the first half here.
Eagles are 1 of 10 from three-point range.
That's a key when you're going against this pace. It sounds simple, but making shots. These got to see that.
We're taking really bad shots, too.
Now Bova getting an offensive rebound, getting it off to Jair Knight. Can't get it inside the paint as Wendell Henry with it. They'll work it back over to Miles. Miles right side. Long college three missed by the Eagles. Brown. Eagles now 1 of 11 from three-point range. Pick Central with a basketball. Royal inside, cross-court pass. Harlan underneath, reverse layup, doesn't go. Rebounded by Miles Reynolds.
Good battle there.
Ball knocked down, picked up by Biles. And the foul will go on St. Ed's. The foul is on Zion Freer-Brown, his first. 52.9 seconds to go. St. Ed's down 31-13. Coach Flannery looking at the official and really shouting at him. Free throw is up and missed by Pick Central's Rasheem Biles. They are 1 of 5 at the free throw line. The Eagles have not been to the charity stripe. Biles 43% from the line. Toes, throws, misses. Brown rebound. Brown picking up his 5th rebound of the afternoon. 48 seconds to go. Out over to Knight. Right wing. Working it at the top. Trying to get it in, and a foul. And the foul will go on Rasheem Biles.
There's what Tim was talking about earlier. There's a good use of the dribble, penetrating into the gap, drawing some help. And when the balls are kicked, we got to make some shots.
Right.
41 seconds to go. Baseline inbound for the Eagles left side. Getting it over to Miles Reynolds. Back out top on the wing over to Henry. Henry got the ball knocked out of bounds. And that time wasn't a good hold of the ball by Wendell Henry. It was like very lackadaisical.
No, it's, basic like kindergarten triple threat type stuff. And but, it's hard against a team that's as active and as big as these guys are.
Bova with a basketball over to Miles Reynolds. Wing three, no good. Tapped up, rebound, picked up by Royal of Pick Central. Royal left side to Harlan. Harlan underneath to Biles, and the ball goes out of bounds. 31-13. The Eagles have not scored in the last 5:27.
We have 2 points this quarter and 4 points since our 92 lead. But I know one of our concerns as a staff was just how are we going to score and if we were going to be able to get good shots. And we're not doing any of that this first half. Sorry.
Pick Central on an 8-0 lead. Harlan will inbound the basketball.
5. There we go.
Stolen by Jair Knight. Down with 21. Knight going in, going after the ball, getting
beautiful.
it to Henry.
Go
Henry
in.
on the floor, getting it, picking up a basket.
Good hustle there. Beautiful.
Wendell Henry with his first 2, 31-15. Long scoring drought ends for the Eagles. They were 0 of their last 10. Now Stiles driving off the window, no good. Back up, down the floor as Lavelle looked at the clock, and that's going to be it for the first half of action as St. Ed's finding themselves down 31-15 in this first quarter of play. And Coach, Eagles really need to get something moving right here in this second half.
Well, your move word is exactly right. I think we got stagnant moving off the ball, over dribbling there after the first 4 or 5 minutes of that first quarter. And then simply, we're not going to have long to have an open shot because of their length. They could really close out and make it more difficult. So we have to be confident. We got to square up, maybe get a little bit closer, to the white three-point arc and not so much from the college arc. It's what you brought up earlier. Maybe it is confusing our guys a little bit, but we're getting pushed away from the basket, making them harder shots, and then their length of closeout, their lengths on the closeout are making it difficult for us to make the shots, and then it's hard to get a second chance with these big guys inside.
Today's game is brought to you by the St. Edward Alumni Association, as well as the St. Edward High School and Olympic Forest Products, as just trying to get things going. Let's look at the numbers in this game. St. Ed's, 7 of 23 from the floor, 30%, 1 of 13 from three-point range. They have 14 defensive rebounds, 4 assists, 8 turnovers, 2 blocks, 1 steal. For Pick Central, they are 14 of 27 from the floor, 1 of 6 from the line, 2 of 4 from three-point range. They have only 3 offensive rebounds, 16 defense and 16 total rebounds. So the Eagles getting the rebound edge. Turnovers 4, but they've got 6 steals in the game.
Yeah, the length on the steals is the difference. Now, within the story of the 14 of 27 for 52% field goal shooting is they're much closer, easier shots than what we're taking. And I think that's the big difference right now in the game. And credit Pick Central on their defensive pressure and what they're able to do to force us into those longer, wide-range shots that are more difficult to make.
And I think another interesting stat is points off turnovers. Pick Central with 12 points off turnovers. The Eagles with only 4 in the game. Pick Central, 11 bench points. Points in the paint, you were talking about how close. Pick Central with 24 points in the paint and 8 fast break points.
Well, there you go, and those fast break points are usually in there. So I wonder how many points in the paint we have, but I'm sure that's probably the margin in the game.
We only have, points in the paint for St. Ed's, 8.
There's the margin, 24-8.
And that's the big difference when you look at it, Coach, that we just can't get through that link to work the ball in. It's like they have not been able to spread the ball and work it in. As soon as that ball's anywhere, there's a Pick Central player right there on the defensive side.
Yeah, so they're blitzing the ball screens a little bit and then falling off the double team. And they're just making it very difficult for us to when we penetrate and the kick when we're squared up. And it was my question coming into it, if Bova wasn't able to get to the basket and finish, which he made a couple great acrobatic shots, who else could step up and make those shots that we're missing right now, 1 of 13 from the 3. Right now, no one has. Now, if 3 of those go in there, 4 go in there, we're talking a single-digit, 4 to 6 point game. But they just haven't gone in there. They've been difficult shots.
All right, we're going to try to give this a shot to try to get our commercial spots in. We'll take this quick timeout on the Eagles Sports Network.
The St. Ed's Alumni Association is once again proud to sponsor the live stream broadcasts of your St. Edward Eagles. The Alumni Association acts as a liaison between alumni and the school while fostering moral, spiritual, and financial support for the continued growth of St. Edward High School. Together, we are St. Ed's.
Joyce Buick GMC, Chester Road, Avon.
Attention alumni, Eagle Connect is your one-stop shop for all things St. Ed's. Whether you're looking to reconnect with classmates, professionally network, catch a live stream broadcast, or want to flip through your digital yearbook catalog, Eagle Connect has you covered. Sign up today at sehsconnect.net.
Being in St. Ed's has taught me how to become a leader and how to talk when I feel like I need to talk and say the things that I need to say. Like, when you call for leadership, like, I know I have these talents, but I'm just gonna like kind of sit back and just let everything happen. Like, nah, I'm gonna step up and make it happen.
I think Ed's does one of the best jobs around of allowing a person to make their own path. If you want to be an individual that has an impact in this community, you have all the resources to do so. Wow, like this place wants me to be something great.
Today's game is being brought to you by the St. Edward Alumni Association, as they have been a proud sponsor all season long. Also by Joyce Buick GMC, Chester Road and I-90 in Avon. DriveJoyce.com. Experience Joyce Buick. Also by St. Edward High School. What's your story? For more information, you can contact St. Ed's Admission Department. And by Olympic Forest Products. It is halftime here at the University of Dayton Arena, and the lead for the Pick Central Tigers is 31-15. Your thoughts for the second half of action for the Eagles, Coach?
Well, in this basketball-filled month of March, we've seen teams down this score or more and not looking like they're in a game in the NCAA tournament all the time. We're a good basketball team. All it takes is making a couple shots and get our confidence and some, old-fashioned momentum back. That picks us up a little bit on defense. We get a steal here and that, cut it to single digits, and you start putting pressure on Pick Central.
Well, Dan Andrews, class of '86, is president of Olympic Forest Products. They're an industry leader in providing pallets, packaging, and pallet management services that are cost-effective, reliable, and sustainable with local roots and national coverage. Olympic Forest serves single and multi-plant operations in diverse industries. You can count on Olympic. Coach, as we get set for the second half, I want to just change gears a little bit. And kind of look ahead, football. Saw a tweet earlier this week that the Eagles will be taking on a squad from Colorado with a coach that is familiar to Northeast Ohio fans, Dave Logan, the wide receiver during the Cardiac Kid days.
Yeah, we got hooked up a couple years ago by a friend of his in Cleveland that lives in Strongsville, and we've changed films, talked on the phone a few times, and he happened to text, anyone looking for week 3? And I said, funny you say that, we may be. And one thing led to another, and he's like, well, we're coming out. So he was like one of my idols as a kid. I was at the Red Right 88. I told him I might ask him for his autograph before the game, sign the play sheet. I lived and died with the Cardiac Kids as a 9-year-old.
And that is Cherry Creek out of Colorado. They'll be coming into town for week 3 to play the Eagles, and they're one of the top teams in the state of Colorado.
They are the top team. They've won the last 3 state titles, and they've been in a bunch of them. They've been in the finals of maybe the last 5 years or so. And we also, I think, are going to be playing Pittsburgh Central Catholic in the Freedom Bowls at Canton at Tom Benson, hopefully Friday night, and televised on one of the ESPN affiliates. That just got talked about and hopefully finalized on Friday.
And really, that's just exciting. That just shows you what you and all the coaches at St. Ed's, past and present, have been able to do to take this program to a national level.
Well, that 2015 schedule was something I thought, but at least in my time and probably, going back, this is probably the toughest schedule that we've played, no question. With right now we got Toledo Central Catholic as an opener, regional finalist in D2. We got Pitt Central Catholic, a perennial power, and Pennsylvania where Dan Marino went, Cherry Creek, like you just mentioned, Cincinnati Elder, Massillon, Rock Creek Christians coming in, then Ignatius, Football North, Moeller, and Hoban. So I don't think you can get any better. It'd be hard pressed to play a better schedule.
And Rock Creek Christian is really don't let the score fool you last year. They are a talented team coming back with a lot of kids.
Yeah, no question. That was Coach's first year there. We played NCAA a few years back, and that's the program. They have some talent, and they'll get more talent. So.
And they actually did well post St. Ed's.
They won all the rest of their games.
So that's some football news. But now we're going to talk basketball as the Eagles in front of us. They'll be going left to right and playing the offense in front of us. 31-15. We've talked about the strength, the length of Pick Central. The Eagles are really going to need to turn things up, and I'm sure when Tim Smith comes back, he'll be able to get some insights as he was in that locker room with the team. And really, nobody else that is broadcasting this game will give you the insight like we do, especially from your basketball knowledge and with our insider in Tim Smith. And Tim Smith now just getting back from the locker room, and we'll just get him set up. And
are we gonna do a live mic check here?
yeah, now we're good.
I appreciate it.
Tim, you were in the locker room. Let us know what was going on in that locker room.
I mean, so some of it starts with, basic stuff that I'm sure Coach can relate to. It's just body language, enthusiasm. We're still here playing for a state championship, and we saw a lot of heads going down, shoulders shrugging. This isn't the time or place for that. We've been down. We were down, I think, 16 or 18 against Menor in the regional semis. We've had a bunch of comebacks before. So part of it was just reminding of our guys of those things. And then more schematically, there's a lot of things happening that we like, especially defensively, but we need to, play with more force and get those traps, get moving off the ball. Offensively, it's the easy stuff that Coach was talking about attacking the rim, inside out. We're standing way too much. There's some things I think we're going to try scheme-wise and play-wise. I think we may try more ball screens just to get some action. That they like to blitz the ball screen, so if we can get 2 to the ball, that might get us a release pass to give us an opportunity to attack. We reminded our guys about attack first, kick out, and then attack again. Everything doesn't need to be so station to station. And I think, and I was hoping that we'd see it there in the second quarter. I feel like if we can get a couple good possessions where our guys just sort of feel some success about, getting to the rim, taking a good shot, seeing it go in, that it'll sort of release the pressure a little bit. And finally, we reminded them that, the pressure's now on Pick Central. I mean, they're up 16. If this gets close at all, they're the ones, that would be blowing the lead, not us. So, hopefully we can put forth some good efforts here.
Yeah, I like that. And just, when you left to go inside, that was my point. You see these NCAA games all the time. You saw what the Carolina game today and Baylor. All it takes is just a little mini run to cut it to single digits, and you get that confidence and momentum, and that's what we need. And I'll tell you, it's the almighty making shots and creating some turnovers. That's it right there. You got to step up confidently and make some shots off the penetration. Right. I like the ball screen action. If they blitz it and we get a guy around the top of the three-point circle that could square up and either shoot it, someone's got to come to him, he dribbles, and you got a corner three that should be wide open.
No, and it's easy to say, hey, you're 1 of 13 or whatever. But how many of those 13 are actually good threes, right?
Yeah,
maybe 2 or 3. And that's part of the point of emphasis. So it's not even that you're missing threes. It's that, you're taking bad threes.
Yeah. We're
okay taking good threes. We'll live with that and take that all game long. It's a little bit of the execution on the front end. And, some of it is reminding the guys. Some of it is egging them on and trying to get the enthusiasm back. And we'll see how this first few minutes of the third quarter goes.
They're not going to have long. When they square, they're coming at them on the closeouts. They got to square up, eyeball that rim, and just let her rip. A couple go in, we're going to be all right.
Today's game is brought to you by the St. Ed's Alumni Association, acting as a liaison between alumni and the school while fostering moral, spiritual, and financial support for the continued growth of St. Edward High School. Together we are St. Ed's. By Joyce Buick GMC, Chester Road and Avon. Upfront transparent pricing only at Joyce Buick GMC. And by Dan Andrews, class of 86 and Olympic Forge products, an industry leader in pallet management and packaging. And by St. Edward High School. For information on shadowing programs, contact the admissions department at SEHS.net. Adam Mendoza, Coach Tom Lombardo, Tim Smith. Glad to have you along here on the Eagles Sports Network for this second half broadcast. As you look on your screen or your digital device, you'll see the live scoring update in this audio-only broadcast. Eagles with the basketball.
There we go, nice.
getting it into Jair Knight.
Good.
Camp Grant getting the basket on the rebound, but got fouled.
Now, see, that's the kind of stuff I think that we need more. That was a beautifully set, off a set. We got something going to the basket on a backdoor look. Very nice execution. I think we need to do more of that.
So that was a new install play right there this week that we ran, saving kind of for the end of the season.
Yeah.
So hopefully he knocks these down. It'll be a good start to the third here.
Well,
Jair Knight,
run it more.
63%.
Yeah, I'm with you, Coach.
Oh, he misses that one. Eagles, first free throw attempt in the game coming at the 7:51 mark.
wow, well, that's to Tim's point about how aggressively you're attacking the basket. There we go. Little
Knight with
pressure
his
here.
first
There we
point.
go.
Now full court pressure
Good.
being put on, and a foul in the backcourt.
It's okay.
Yeah, we can't let stuff like that discourage us. Just hope it's not a trend for how maybe the second half would be called, but that would not have been that sort of thing wasn't being called in the first half.
The foul
Yeah,
is
you're
on
right.
Miles Reynolds. 31-16, Pick Central with the basketball in lead. There's
we
a
go.
turnover. Grant underneath. Basket's good by Camp Grant. He has 7. Lead is cut down to 31-18. Harlan with a basketball being pressured
Someone's
by
going to run
Bova.
at him. Come on.
Harlan with a basketball, getting it off to Taylor in between the circle at the UD logo. Reynolds on him. In between leg dribble, almost a steal. They get it to Stiles. Stiles up top. Back over to Taylor. Taylor right wing, getting it off to Headings, working it up top. Left-handed shot is up, no good. Rebound,
There you go.
Bova.
Like, that's a bad shot for them, and that's the kind of stuff they've been getting away with. That I don't know if I said to you guys. I know I said to our coaches, Pick Central is playing like how we want them to play. We're just not. We're just that much worse.
There we go.
Underneath the Jair Knight on the little handoff by Reynolds. He got fouled. He'll go to the line. At the line on the foul is Jawan Taylor for Pick Central.
But Coach, all 3 of our shots in the paint so
There you
far.
go. And the first minute of that third quarter is body language, energy. What you were mentioning in the first half. That's more like it.
Jair Knight, 1 of 2, short. He's got 1 point. Eagles 1 of 3 from the free throw line.
Take
Points
a
in the
breath.
paint, 2 in this first half. 24-10 in the lead of Pick Central. Second free throw doesn't go. Rebounded by Royal of Pick Central. They give it off to Stiles. Reynolds on him. Stiles getting by, and it's a block on Reynolds. As Coach Flannery at the official drops to one knee, he says there was an arm push by Stiles.
I think he's right.
Oh yeah, and that was one thing even on film with Sonny, that he does like to lower the shoulder and will use the off arm. And he got in foul trouble several times during the year.
And Stiles looked back at Coach and kind of gave him the smirk like, yeah, right. Here comes Taylor driving in. Free throw line good. Taylor with his first 2. 33-18, Pick Central.
It's something good.
Bova with the ball in the right wing. Bova backing it off with the double team,
Turn,
passing
look.
it off to Grant.
There's that
off
corner
to
3.
Reynolds, corner 3. Good by Miles Reynolds.
Kind of just how I said it, huh? Right back to the top of the key and into the corner.
I don't know if they hurt you or not, but also that ends well.
And Coach Flannery talking and looking at the officials, say, hey, watch the elbow, watch the push off.
Sure.
33-20, St. Ed's cutting the lead to 13.
Was that a 3 or should it be 21 or?
I thought so. I don't. Who had the call?
Oh, they may have to take that. Are they going to call it a 3 or a 2? They're going to call it a 2-point shot. Now, I don't know if it's review. No, it's only reviewable at the end of the ball game. And you know, the TV company won't put that replay up on the board right now.
Boy, it was right in front of us. I didn't really see.
I thought he had.
He was kind of deep, I thought.
Me too.
So now it'll only be a 2-point shot, 33-20. Double team.
Oh.
What the?
Boy.
He dribbled it right out of bounds.
And Coach Flannery's looking at the official. What are you doing? He just dribbled it right out. It'll be Pick Central basketball, half court.
Maybe Mike got his hand on it.
Harlan with a basketball. He'll bring it up with pressure against Reynolds. Reynolds, Harlan, push. Harlan still in the key, getting it out to Stiles. Stiles with the right hand dribble, working it left side to right on the forecourt. Now goes left hand dribble in the paint, throwing it up and in as he rattles that one home.
It's not a good matchup for us there.
Stiles with 6 in the game. Long three, Cam Grant had it, lost it. Pick Central looking to run. Stiles stops at the half-court line. Off to Taylor, walks it over the timeline.
Right, that was a charge waiting to happen. Good body control by Stiles.
Harlan with it in the left forecourt. Right-hand dribble, now left-hand dribble. Reynolds on him. Moves it to the right-hand side. Pass over to Stiles against Bova. Stiles working in, left block, going down baseline left. Back to Stiles on the corner. Cam Grant on him. Stiles making the move. Reverse layup, no good. Rebound by Jair Knight. Eagles looking to run. Off to Reynolds.
Go.
Reynolds,
Nice.
layup and in. Reynolds with 5.
They are a little
35-22.
slow going back. If we can get past the initial pressure on a miss, we can't get the ball up the floor like that.
Pick Central, they played themselves into a lax pace there. They're a little comfortable. There we go again.
Oh, they are.
Here's a steal off to Miles Reynolds, right side. Block shot picked up by Zaire Freer-Brown.
Go ahead,
Reynolds,
go in.
3, corner, no good. Rebound, tapped up, picked up by Stiles. Eagles had a golden opportunity.
Just keep attacking just the way we're doing it.
Harlan on the left wing, up top over to Taylor. On the left, inside, working it into the big man, Royal. Back, here's Headings 3, no good. Rebound by Reynolds, or by Jair Knight. 4:40. Coach Tim Smith says, let's run it.
They're tired. I mean, we're a little tired too, but they're really tired.
Bova in between the circles, looking left, looking right, dribbles toward the three-point line, backs it off, throws it up, no good. Hard rebound, picked up by Brown. His 3 is good. Zion Freer-Brown with 5. 35-25. The lead is cut down to 10. Timeout on the floor. 4:18 remaining in the third quarter as the Eagles cut the lead to 35-25.
Just what the doctor ordered there to start the third quarter. That's what we wanted.
Eagles outscoring Pick Central 9-4 in the quarter.
So we've made what should have been 2 threes. They called the one in the corner here a 2, but both of those were, the second one by Zion here was off an offensive rebound, so inside out, and the first one was a kick out to the corner to Miles.
Yep.
Those are the kinds of shots we want. Mike taking the pull up here, he's your best player. You kind of live with some of that. He's got a little bit of that green light. And then what else I like is that we're really pressuring the ball. We're getting those traps when we need them. And, they look a little tired. Like you see Stiles over there kind of leaning on the railing, and I know they're making subs here coming out of the timeout. So this is it. I mean, this is what we talked about. We got it to 10. There's still 12 minutes to play in the game.
Tired, but I think better said out of rrhythm. They're not able to just walk it up and get in their stuff because of the pressure. We're going to force them to go faster. That's what we have to do right now, no doubt about it.
4:18 remaining. Adam Mendoza, Tom Lombardo, Tim Smith with you courtside here at the University of Dayton Arena. Pick Central let him bound the ball right in front of us at our broadcast position. Lavelle on the defensive side. Pick Central trying to get that in, and they do over to Taylor.
That's
Reynolds
it. Make
on him.
everything hard. Little zigzag here, defense. Keep them in front. There's the double.
Taylor dribbling it onto the right
Traveled.
side. No travel call. They work it back over to the left side as they get it out to Biles. Biles working it in, trying to get the elbow underneath on a two-hand flush by Devin Royal.
That's a good look there. Got to give him credit.
37-25.
I thought they traveled before that.
It sure looked like it.
Bova with a basketball, only 4 points for him. Back out to Bova, left side to
That's
Henry.
it. Cut and move. There we go.
Trying to get it in.
Square up.
Bova rebound. Basket's going to count. And 1 as he got fouled on the offensive rebound. (37-27). Bova will go to the free throw line. Good offensive putback and a point in the paint for the Eagles. 14.
Cutter's going to the basket. Going hard to the basket, picking up the intensity on defense.
And
Just
following
creating
the
some of
shot
that.
there.
Yep.
Bova at the line to our right. Missing it off the back of the iron. The Eagles struggling at the free throw line. 1 of 5. Got to make the most of those opportunities. 3:37 to go. Stiles up top, working it over to Biles inside the lane, and another two-hand flush there by Alex Stiles. Stiles with 8 in the game. Eagles going in. Bova in the lane, gets taken to the floor. Now Pick Central looking to run.
Take a charge.
Biles going in, last touched by St. Ed's. Pick Central trying to get the ball inside to Royal. Royal working on the high pick, top side in the lane, stops his dribble.
The defense by Wendell.
Now they play it to the right side to Biles. Biles throws it up and off the glass and in.
It's just coming a little easier for Pick Central when they need one. That's, in the paint there.
No, they made some good passes. We're missing on rotations after we make these traps. And there we went to trap when we didn't need to. He picked up his dribble.
Biles with 8. Underneath
Nice
on
look.
the backdoor cut by
There's the cuts. There's the looks.
Bova with 8. The assist goes to Lavelle. 41-29. On the pass
There
and
we
a
go.
turnover. St. Ed's will get it. Eagles going in with substitutions. Knight, Grant, and Brown coming in. Henry checking out.
Little
Solomon and Reynolds.
A little old school movement off the basketball. That's what we got to do more of. Keep them moving off their help side in that. It'll create the one-on-ones then. If
12.
we just stand and dribble out there and kind of dribble and don't go anywhere, the defense is set.
14-10. St. Ed's outscoring Pick Central in the third quarter. Full court pressure being put on by the Tigers.
1-2-2 half court.
Yep.
Now Knight going in. Oh, he got fouled on the way for the slam dunk. And there, Michael Bova telling Jair, focus up, get the points. As he went airborne here, he could have taken off from Wright Air Force Base.
He was almost touched that clock up there. Jeez.
Those are probably the two best athletes on the floor going at it at the rim right there.
Boy, another miss. Dang.
Another miss for Jair Knight. He is 1 of 5 from the charity stripe.
Step off the line there. Breathe a little bit.
6 missed free throws this quarter. Be a totally different game if
Yeah.
he made those.
Officials telling Pick Central, tuck in the shirts, gentlemen. 2:20 to go, third quarter, 41-29. Look at the cut to 11, and they
There we
do.
go.
Knight with 2 points in the game. Eagles trying to put pressure. Press broken down. On the move is Biles going in. Block shot by Cam Grant, but Pick Central picks up the basketball. Down underneath. Now they get it out up top. Working it over to Markel Johnson. Back over to Stiles in the forecourt. Now the double team. Johnson inside, throwing it up and good. The left-handed shot by Markel Johnson, his 5th.
It's tough to double when you're that, like in the half court, when you're that long and spread out. That's the open area there. And
Right.
turned and made that shot.
Jair Knight's 3 on the baseline doesn't go. Eagles are 2 of 17 from long range. Harlan for Pick Central with the basketball back out to Alex Stiles. Left side over to Johnson on the wing. Johnson trying to back in against Perusic. Going in, kicking it to Harlan. Baseline, out. Stiles up top. That shot is no good. Actually, the miss by Royal. Offensive rebound by Pick Central. Underneath, ball tapped out of bounds. St. Ed's basketball. 1:22 remaining in the third quarter. Eagles down by 13, 43-30. Danny Lavelle checks in. Lavelle with a couple assists in this game. Bova leading the Eagles with 8 points, followed by Grant's 7. Bova will bring it up with 1:17 over the timeline. Right-hand forecourt, right in front of us. Now working off the double team, getting it to Brown.
Hit it.
Perusic, long 3, off the iron,
Good,
no
Zion.
good. Rebound, Zion, second time,
Oh,
no. Can't
grab it.
getting it up. Can't get that one to go.
That's
3
big.
opportunities for the Eagles, and they couldn't capitalize. Down the floor to Biles. He gets the layup and in.
Boy, oh boy.
Biles with 8 in the game.
Slow down, Michael. Oh,
And
nice.
there's the basket by Bova on the return. He has 10, 45-32, 43 seconds to go. Stiles being hounded, throwing it off over to Hedgepath. Right side, corner, baseline, Johnson, 3, good. Markel Johnson with 8, 48-32. The lead is back to 16. Pick Central has hit 5 of their last 7, 5 of 8.
Going.
Zion Freer-Brown getting that rebound, or that long three-pointer doesn't go. Eagles are 2 of 19 from beyond the arc, 10%.
Now they got a chance for the last shot of the quarter.
2 of 20 actually now for the St. Edward Eagles. The Eagles are 1 of their last 7. 17 points scored by St. Ed's, 17 points by Pick Central. Pick Central on the inbound by Raheem Biles. Biles, long lead pass, getting it down to Hedgepath. Hedgepath with 14, throwing it in, and a block on Michael Bova.
And that wasn't a great shot by Pick Central there. They got bailed out.
26 rebounds for each team in the game. In this half, St. Ed's 7 of 19 from the floor, 36%, 33% from the game. Hedgepath at the free throw line, hits it. Hedgepath his first two. Pick Central at the free throw line in the game, 2 of 7. Hedgepath, free throw line, 2R left with 13 seconds remaining on the clock in the third quarter. Hedgepath.
What did they call?
Lane violation on Pick Central, St. Ed's basketball. Last time we saw a lane violation, we got to go back to 2014 against Upper Arlington.
Yeah, I don't think I can never complain about a lane violation again, good or bad.
Lavelle will get the basketball.
Look up the floor.
Getting it off to Jair Knight with 7 seconds. Out over to Camp Grant. Perusic, 3-ball, partially blocked. Bova, rebound. And the ball getting on a push. The foul will be on Alex Stiles after the shot.
Is he giving him 3?
He should. It's still in the act of shooting because he's got a land.
And he is going to get 3. So Lucas Perusic will go to the free throw line. He's an 80% free throw shooter for the Eagles.
I think that's
Oh, I'm sorry,
Danahy.
Brock Donahue. They look alike.
Yeah, they do.
They really do look alike.
12 and 21.
Yep.
So poor Brock comes in for a last possession. Get in there.
Oh, the Eagles are just struggling at the line. They are 2 of 8 from the free throw line. And Brock Donahue has an opportunity to cut the Eagle lead.
He's in for his shooting, but to not play and then come in and be in this
Tough
situation is a
spot.
hard spot.
1.6 seconds remaining. Brock Donahue at the line. Free throw line right in front of us. Spins it, shoots it. Oh, Eagles are just having too hard of a time at the free throw line. They are 2 of 9 and all in this half. Even if you're shooting 70%, that's at least 5 points right there. He hits it, 1 of 3. Donahue with his first.
Oh, boy.
Steal by long shot up. And are they going to count it? Yes.
Close.
Are they going to call for a review?
It was close.
Are they allowed to on the corner?
The official is talking to the table side official. And I wonder if they are going to bring out the review. Let's see.
I couldn't tell. It was too close to call for me.
No, from the sound of the horn, it seemed okay. The action, because there was a deflection and the ball came up on the. I think they're just straightening out the fouls. I think it's going to count, but it seemed like a lot happened in 1.6 seconds there, was my point.
Yeah.
But I wonder if the clock started late.
And I know the officials can't look at the replay until the end of the game, but (52-33). They're going to count the 3. And this is where something that the OHSAA should look at in the state Final Four is look at it at the end of each quarter, not just the end of the ball game.
Sure, or since you have the technology, just like the kind of the high school state championship games now, it's just like a college game. I mean, they might as well do that. Why not?
Why not use the replay official?
If you can do it quick, like we have a 90-second timeout or whatever here. Do it during the timeout.
And with the timeout, we'll take this quick timeout here on the Eagles Sports Network.
The St. Ed's Alumni Association is once again proud to sponsor the live stream broadcasts of your St. Edward Eagles. The Alumni Association acts as a liaison between alumni and the school while fostering moral, spiritual, and financial support for the continued growth of St. Edward High School. Together, we are St. Ed's.
Adam Mendoza, Tim Smith, Coach Tom Lombardo back here at University of Dayton Arena. 8 minutes remaining. Eagles down 52-33. They counted the three-point goal by the Pick Central Tigers. So now here we go, fourth quarter underway. Eagles need a big run and a big defense to come up against the Tigers.
Half-court trap here.
Half-court trap, foul on Jair Knight.
Yeah, I mean, unfortunately, and this is kind of a situation where, you know, we need to play a little desperate and aggressive.
Yeah.
And it can go one or two ways, right? We can make a run and maybe tighten this up a little bit. And this is where a score kind of can get out of hand in a state tournament game just because you're more desperate than maybe you would be in the regular season.
Royal inside the low block, getting it in as it rolls off the rim and finally falls in. Devin Royal.
Especially with their length like that. I mean, there's one we missed inside. We had a point-blank shot there, but that's the difference. I mean, they've just had too many point-blank looks, and they're too strong making them, and then we've just not made shots.
Now the ball taken away, loose on the floor, tried to be saved by Reynolds. Long three by Pick Central. That one doesn't go. Bova trying to knock it out of bounds, and it'll be Pick Central basketball. 7:22 to go. Eagles down by 21.
Some of our shots haven't been good shots from beyond the arc. Some of them have that still haven't gone in. So it's one of those nights.
Yeah, no question. And that's where, you know, in the big scheme of things, when you kind of get into a habit of taking bad ones early and you miss a bunch of them, then maybe you don't have the confidence later in the game when you're getting the good ones.
Right, that's a good point.
So now Pick Central will inbound the ball with 7:22 left of the basket.
Screen the screener to get it in here.
And the ball was thrown off Bova's legs on a smart move there being made by Rasheem Biles, the 6'3" junior.
Good switch by our guys to, you know, stay in front and take away the initial pass there on the inbound.
7:22 to go. Pick Central on another inbound. Long lead. It's going to be stolen by Dayon Solomon. Just get the 2 points, Dayon, as he goes up for the layup.
Jeez.
You think he heard me?
Dayon's smart enough to know that.
54-35. 7 minutes to go.
Oh, boy.
Long lead pass underneath to Biles. Biles
Traveled.
underneath to Stiles.
Oh.
He can't get it to go. Rebound picked up by Pick Central. 8-foot jumper left side in. I thought that was going to go out, but the basket is hit by Devin Royal. 15 for him. 56-35. Bova at the line. Shoots it. No. Rebound. Battled by Rasheem Biles and a foul on St. Ed's. Eagles looking down 56-35. On the pass, they get it back to Biles as they break the press. Down in the corner over to Headings. Headings, 8-foot turnaround, no good. No over the back foul, boy. But the ball goes to St. Ed's as it was last touched by the Tigers of Pick Central. .636 to go. Harlan checks in for the Tigers. Checking out is Gavin Headings. Headings out of the ball game with just 2 points. Biles 10, Johnson 13, Royal 15. Eagles with only one player in double figures, Bova with 10. Looking for the high pick. Working it left side over to Reynolds, left wing. Inside the paint, double team stolen. Here comes Pick Central. Johnson with the basketball. Johnson dropping it back off to Biles over to Stiles. Stiles looking over, underneath. Johnson, long shot, no good. Right at the free throw line. Solomon picking it up. Solomon got his pocket pick. Over to the left side to Royal. Royal coming in off the window and in.
That's a big-time jump stop and finish there.
Yeah, it's just not our day.
No.
Royal with 17 points, 58-35. On the left side over to Solomon. Solomon being trapped in front of the St. Ed's bench up over to Cam Grant. Back over to Bova right in front of us. Bova on the wing, backs it off, trying to get out of the double team. Cross-court pass left side to Reynolds in the corner. Solomon back to Bova in the paint. Bova, floater. No, and the Eagles just can't buy a basket. Eagles are 15 of 45 for 33%. Now Stiles going in on a two-hand alley-oop slam to Devin Royal for 19 points. 60 to 35.
Hey, fellas, this is a good basketball team. I mean,
yeah.
a really good basketball team.
25-point lead as they get it to Reynolds. Reynolds trying to work it baseline. Going in, and the pocket was stolen. Could have been a foul up top as Harlan with a basketball.
No, and you get extended where they've got a big lead, and
Yeah.
now you've got to gamble and do things defensively that are unsound.
Yeah,
This is kind of what I alluded to at the beginning
No, right.
of the quarter.
I mean, 6'6", and we're trapping by the half-court line. They just see over everything. And
yeah, no question.
Jair Knight backing in, out to Cam Grant, top side left wing. Solomon, his three, can't get it to go.
Go
Grant
strong.
Rebound, strong off the iron, too hard. Ball loose, picked up by Cam Grant as he fights for it, but then Stiles comes up with it.
I'll tell you what, Cam plays as hard as any guy that we've really ever had. He's made so many effort plays on this run for us. He tried to make one right there.
And the foul on Dayon Solomon. Coach Flannery's going to put a fresh five. Danahay, Perusik, Lavelle, Henry, and Zion Freer-Brown. Looking at the faces of the St. Edward Eagle, disappointment right now. They just ran into a buzzsaw in Pickerington Central.
when the shots didn't go in, it led to less confidence. Then it leads us to having to do some things that are a little bit out of the ordinary for us, and you can't do it against a good basketball team. And this team is too well schooled and can finish too well around the basket. The first 4 minutes, 4.5, 5 minutes, that was the start. That was, I'm like, okay, and it just.
Biles comes in with the free throw, makes it 63-35. Grant, Reynolds, Solomon, and Bova comes out.
Yeah, the further you get in these tournaments, your margin for error gets less and less, right, Coach? So, we go on an extended stretch where we're just not scoring and not playing well in the first half, and then that's a hard hill to climb.
And you got a runder for Bova, Reynolds, and Knight. Is that going to be the last time they see the floor tonight as the free throw is hit by Rasheem Biles?
Well,
dejection on that side of the St. Ed's for those seniors. Perusik had it, lost it, fights for it. Jump ball situation, St. Ed's. Just looking at those seniors on the bench, they wanted this bad. Bova, the Bellarmine recruit, trying to keep the emotions in. Wendell Henry with a basketball in the forecourt. Off to Perusik. Perusik to Lavelle. Turnaround, baseline three. Off the iron, no good. Back out down the floor to Markel Johnson. Over to Stiles. Stiles working it in. Bumps off of Wendell Henry, and a foul on Henry as a fresh set of players coming in for Coach Kruger and Pick Central. 3:46 remaining in this game. 64-35 Pick.
While we got a little break, let's not take anything away from our season and these seniors and what they've done. And let me tell you something. The whole senior class this year, wrestling, 2 state championships. Bennett and Geog winning the individual. The hockey Final Four. Indoor track took 4th. A couple points for Science Olympiads having a great year. The band performed at St. Patrick's Day, doing amazing things. The robotics, our speech and debate is unreal. Even our Model UNers are going all over the place competing. St. Ed's is really in a great spot right now to be able to take all these endeavors, extracurriculars, if you will, and perform at this kind of excellence, regardless of one game. No question, very proud of the whole community, very proud of the team. It's a standard of excellence, no question.
Alex Stiles making the free throw, and don't forget, we got the spring season with the outdoor track. We've got lacrosse, we've got volleyball, and we got baseball.
Yeah, we hope it continues, no question.
Perusik with a basketball off to Danahay. Danahay with it, working it up top, down to 3:36. Back over to Brown, over to Perusik on the left wing. Perusik out to Henry. Eagles working the offense to Lavelle. Lavelle back to Wendell Henry, low block. Looks, puts it to the floor. Going in underneath to Zion Freer-Brown with his first basket. Eagles only 4th point of the 4th quarter. They've been outscored 13-4.
How many have gone in and out, and it's just one of those nights.
So now coming into the game, Jerron Taylor there, double team, getting the ball underneath. Ball backed up loose, and St. Ed's on the foul as they got the ball to number 21. That was, or make that number 23, Richmond.
No, and I'm glad you mentioned that, Coach. And I know, like, we as a program felt a pressure, particularly for these seniors. You know, we thought we would have won the state championship in 2020 if we didn't lose that tournament. Last year's season was unusual and had a tough end. So with each round to get the district championship, to get the regional championship, to have the great comebacks and the great season, and I know we're very proud of these kids, and that we felt that these kids, especially this senior group, deserve to have this experience of this tournament run. And one thing about getting this far that's great is this is as long as the season can go. We practiced to the very end. We had the last full week that any team can have. And that was a pretty gratifying feeling to be able to experience with this group.
Timmy, I think we could sum it up. This group and these seniors got the most out of their talent.
No question.
It's just true.
2 free throws by Pick Central gives them a 66-37 lead. Brevin Coleman checking into the game. Brian Flannery also in the game for the St. Edward Eagles. Perusic with a basketball, 2:50 to go. Nothing to take away from this team when you look at this schedule. Losing 3 of their last 4, then playing so well as that basket is hit by Brock Danahay. His 3rd of the game. 66-39. Double team in the backcourt. These guys coming off the bench, playing just as hard. Here's a turnover. Danahay, left of the lane, going in, throwing it up, and the ball he got fouled at the line.
No, I mean this sincerely. We had no idea what to expect coming into the playoffs this year.
Yeah.
And it's a different grind when you think you could lose, as soon as a sectional final. We're playing Berea Mid Park that have won 17 games, or Midview won a bunch of games, and Medina's got a great program. So, there was no level of comfort over the last month or so, especially with this run.
Look at the NCAA tournament across any sports. In one game in a tournament, anything could happen.
As Kentucky.
Well, exactly. You just might not make shots. That's why the tournament. So it's not like an NBA series where the best team is probably going to win the best out of 7.
Danahay making the 2nd free throw, cuts the lead to 67-40. Another steal by the Eagles as Perusic off to the left side, and a foul on Pick Central.
And kudos to the coaching staff, Coach Flanagan, getting the most out of the team. And, we didn't end the year real well, and use that as a positive, I think, going into the tournament where anything can happen. And, you're in a Final Four.
Yeah, there was a big sort of recalibration after our last 4 games of the season. And, you never know how, the kids are going to react and making adjustments as a staff and things like that. And, they responded. I mean, what can you say? They're the 12th team in the history of the school to make it this far, and that's something that these guys can always be proud of.
Missed free throw by St. Ed's. Pick Central went down the floor, and on the drive was Shaw, and he got fouled. He'll go to the line. Hargett getting ready to check in for St. Ed's. 2:11 to go in the ball game. Basket made by Shaw, 68-40. Danny Lavelle checks out of the ball game.
And Danny's a kid that, he struggled for a little bit to the middle and the end of the season, and then, really embraced his role in the playoffs and made, he's been playing great really the whole month of March for us.
Shaw hitting the 2nd free throw, 69-40. Flannery with the basketball, another senior, getting it to Hargett. Up top. Hargett putting it to the floor, getting it off to Brevin Coleman, off to Perusic, up top to Danahay, left side Flannery. Flannery's 3 doesn't go. Coleman with the rebound, back off to Perusic, back out to Danahay. His shot doesn't go. Rebound by Perusic, down to 1:39 to go. Bounce pass, Flannery in the low paint, getting it off to Coleman, back out to Flannery, back out to Perusic. He'll spread it out, looking for the pick to direct the offense with 1:24. Coleman on the floor, looking to go right, goes left, kicking it out. Flannery open three. They're going to call the charge on the Eagles. 1:17 remaining in the state semifinal. You were saying this is the 12th time the Eagles getting into this Final Four. And I agree with you. The last time was 2019. I think we should have been here in 20.
Yeah, I mean, I'm biased, but I think we'd have another banner if the 20 tournament didn't get, we didn't lose it when we did.
You know, in the tournament, being an old economics teacher, increasing opportunity costs. You know, each level, to get winning one game is not the same throughout the whole tournament.
Right. No question.
There's increasing opportunity costs as you get to this level. And
well, this was a season where, Centerville has been the #1 team, defending state champ all year, and they're playing tonight. And then after them, the
big three hit by Pick Central. They lead it 72-40.
The thought was the next two best teams in the state were Pick Central and Gahanna Lincoln in some order, and those guys met in the regional finals.
Well, so. and that's the game I watched, and the level of athleticism, Gahanna Lincoln matched or exceeded this Pick Central in terms of athleticism.
Yeah.
And Pick Central had to play this style, I think, in that game.
That's right.
Which boded well for them, in the Final Four.
Drew Osler getting the points for Pick Central, down to 27 seconds, 74-40. On the pass, underneath, and the basket is hit by Trey Jackson. 74-42, 17 seconds to go. Pick Central on a drive. Jackson coming up with his steal. Up ahead, looking to Grady Lenz-Pfeiffer, trying to save it, goes into the first row. Grady, one of your receivers that you're going to be looking forward to next year on the football team, Coach.
Yeah, he started a couple games for us this last season, and hopefully has a great offseason here after this and starts preparing for the football season.
Down to 4 seconds, this game's going to come to a close, and Pick Central is going to head to the state championship game as St. Ed's loses 74-42. We knew we were playing one of the top teams in the state of Ohio. Our shooting, it just wasn't our night, as the Eagles shooting from the floor in the game, 18 of 56 for 32%, 8% from three-point range, 2 of 22.
Yeah, we kind of talked about it at the beginning as far as, staying on the attack, getting good shots, taking care of the ball. We had some careless turnovers early, too, that those things just kind of snowball on you in a game like this. And, unfortunately, we did come out strong after halftime, and we made a little bit of a run there. We just could not sustain it. And when you're playing a team that's as talented and as great as Pickering Central is, that's just not going to work, and ultimately it wasn't our night.
You almost have to play a perfect game. I thought the ease of baskets was a difference. I thought coming into it that would be a problem. They just got too many looks inside and finished them really well, little bank shots from point-blank range. We just didn't get many of those.
And the fans from St. Ed's that made the trip to Dayton giving them a standing ovation as they come off the court to go to the locker room. For the seniors on this team, Coach Lombardo, nothing to be ashamed about. Only 4 teams got to this point, and St. Ed's was one of them.
Absolutely. Regional champs again, and like I said, I think, and Coach, I think the coaches, I've talked to Coach Flan a lot about it. They really didn't know what to expect coming into the tournament. I think, they really got the most out of who we were this year. And kudos to the senior leaders, Bova and Knight and the rest of them that just, go out with a Final Four. And that's a great season.
And you talked about it. Hockey, Final Four. Track, 4th in the state. Football with a state championship. The seniors out of this group doing so much, not only on the athletic field, the academic field as well.
Yeah, and of course I can't forget Zion Brown, what he's meant to football and basketball. Just a guy that, so proud of the fact that he gets to go on an Ivy League education, continue playing football at Dartmouth, get a great degree. That's what we're about, really, preparing guys to do that. And, his unselfish, humble way of playing shows on the basketball court, it showed on the football field. And, hey, you're a state, state qualifier in basketball and a state champion in football, not a bad high school career.
To the seniors, Michael Bova, Miles Reynolds, Jair Knight, Dayon Solomon, Brian Flannery, Brock Danahay. Thank you for what you have been able to do for the St. Edward program. Some of these players weren't starters, didn't get a whole lot of time, but as Coach Flannery says, the importance of those guys maybe at the middle to the end of the bench goes a long way that people just don't see.
So valuable to be part of a team. You're only as good as your seniors. I say it all the time. I echo that completely. Kudos to the seniors, the best to them, and go Eagles. They leave a legacy that will be lived up to by the underclassmen coming up.
Only 4 teams got here to Dayton. St. Ed's was one of them. Unfortunately, they fell in the midst of a buzzsaw of the Pickerington Central Tigers. Eagles lose this one 74-42. Want to thank Coach Tom Lombardo and Tim Smith for joining me here courtside. Absolutely, thank you. Thank you so much for you two gentlemen. I know Tim's gone into the locker room, but to give us your insights in the game. I think we probably had the best insight of any broadcast team here down in Dayton.
Well, you're the best play-by-play boy. No one's better. Thank you for what you do for all the sports at St. Edward's, how you promote it for everybody, how you promote it for our alumni that are listening all over the place, and students that can't attend in person. And so a major thanks to you. I'm glad I was able to help. I really enjoyed doing it.
Now it's on to the spring season and baseball, lacrosse and volleyball, and I'm really looking forward to the baseball
program. You got to take off the headphones and put on your coaching hat now. Coach Mendoza, let's go.
Yeah, that is
he's
right.
Coaching the freshman baseball team for those that don't know it out there.
I am so happy to be proud of being on the baseball staff at St. Ed's as an assistant coach, coming from another school last year and being able to be an assistant at St. Ed's, and I am looking forward to adding another part of what I do for the St. Edward family.
Yeah, and getting to coach your son too. It's a great thing. I know you'll enjoy it.
Thank you very much. We want to thank everybody for joining us here as St. Ed's drops this one to Pickerington Central 74-42. This has been the Eagles Sports Network. Have a great night, everybody. Enjoy the weekend.